Let's look at solving basic exponential equations. We'll have another section on more in-depth exponential equations later in this particular module. The basic exponential equation that hopefully will become your favorite is the one where you can express each side as a power of the same base. There's a rule regarding one-to-one functions that states in exponential form basically, if a to a power equals a to a different power, then the only way that would happen is the two powers were equal, and it actually is an if and only if statement. So let me write it this way. If and only if means it works in both directions. So in that regard, if I can write each side as a power of the same base, then I'll be better able to solve the equation. Notice that 16, 1/4, 64, and 4 are all powers of 4. So let's go about writing each of these ultimately as a single power of 4 on each side. Okay, so we have 16 to the 5x power, 1/4 to the power 10x plus 2 equals 64 times 4 to the x itself raised to the -1 power. 16 is 4 squared, 1/4 is 4 to the -1, 64 is 4 cubed, and 4 to the x, of course, is itself. Enacting a rule of exponents here, power to a power, you multiply exponents, and we get this result. I can enact that same rule for 4 squared to the 5x and get 4 to the 10x. Likewise, 4 to the -1 raised to the 10x plus 2 is 4 to the -10x minus 2, multiplying the exponents. And then you have a rule of exponents that says base to a power times base to a power, add the exponents. On the left-hand side, we have the same rule. So if I add the exponents, I end up with 4 to the power 10x minus 2, which reduces to 4 to the -2, equals 4 to the 3 minus x. Okay, now here's what I was looking for. Now that you have base to a power equals same base to a power, you can enact our rule over here and say that the power -2 would have to equal the power 3 minus x. Subtracting 3 from each side, dividing by -1, would leave us with x equals 5. And certainly in a test-taking situation, you may not have time to do this, but you could go back to the original equation in a homework or practice situation and substitute in x equals 5 and check to see that both sides are really equal. So again, the strategy here is base to a power equals same base to a different power. The powers must be equal. Okay.